I feel like we're both having hair troubles today.
Oh my God. Well, but yeah, part of it is like, you put the headphones on and then you're like, well, does this look stupid?
I know. And then you're hyper-focusing.
Yeah, and I'm like, this one little string. See, like right now it's too flat on this side.
No, I think it looks good. I mean, I'm hyper-focused because I'm attempting to make my hair wavy. I got bamboozled by wavy hair talk, and here we are.
You didn't get bamboozled. You
no,
have
I know,
wavy
I know
hair.
I have wavy hair,
You're
but
figuring out how to make it wavy.
I'm going with the wave of life.
All right, well, let's see how that sounded.
Okay.
Testing.
Hi, Charlotte.
Madeline, hello.
We're back. And we're not doing this ourselves. We are so excited to announce that we have officially joined the Athletics Podcast Network, and truly could not be more thrilled.
No, this is huge. If you're a longtime listener, you'll know we like to say we're doing this ourselves. We clearly are not anymore. We're so thrilled to have the support of the Athletic. They're amazing. Amazing team, all of their reporting, which we've based a lot of our stories off of. Yeah. But before we get into all that, if you're new here, Madeline, tell the people what this show is.
Well, the show is for people like myself and Charlotte who spend time during the sporting events looking up the Wikipedia personalized section of athletes, because it helps explain what's going on the field. If you understand what's going on in their personal lives, what's going on in their business dealings, what's going on their Instagram, it really does help paint a better picture of these players.
It really does. And it's also, we always say that sports are the original reality show.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of just treating them like it. This is fun. This stuff is funny. Obviously, sometimes it's serious and important, which we also touch on. But, I think last Super Bowl, we were like, Chiefs, the vibes were off.
And the vibes were off.
And they lost.
Yeah.
The Knicks this past playoffs, we were like, are they really annoyed with each other? And then reporting came out from the Athletics' own James Edwards III and Fred Katz that the vibes were indeed very off. You can go read that.
Yeah.
On the Athletic.
Yep.
And, as I said before, obviously, gossip is in the name of our show. It's the fun stuff. But we try to get as close to the truth as possible. And so many of the stories we've talked about have been from the Athletic, been reporting that the Athletic's great, reporters and writers have broken, and we just think it couldn't be a better fit in terms of we're right at the source, folks. So hopefully we can bring you even more great inside tea.
Yeah, and this
As
show,
the kids say.
Okay, Gen
tea?
Z.
I don't know.
Yeah, and this show is for every type of sports fan. So if you're a diehard sports fan, this show is for you. If you're a casual sports fan, or if you know absolutely nothing about sports at all, this show is for you.
Yeah, and the way we do that is, we don't dumb down what's happening, but also we explain who everybody is, and we try to give you the backstory, because a lot of times if you're not a sports fan and you listen to a sports podcast, you dive right in and you don't know who people are. We'll always give you qualifiers to tell you what they do, why this matters, and the backstory of what's going on, so you can get to know the characters of our favorite reality show.
Of the sports gossip cinematic universe.
Yes.
As we like to call it.
Onward and upwards.
Onward. So we're so excited. More to come.
And also just really grateful. Thank you to The Athletic for bringing us on.
It's crazy.
We've had such a warm welcome from everyone internally. And we also, if you've been watching this show for a long time, first of all, thank you so much. We couldn't have gotten here without you.
Truly.
Beyond belief. Also, you might notice we joined The Athletic and we got a fancy new sign.
Charlotte texted me yesterday and goes, I'm at Staples getting some poster board, gonna make a sign. Do you need anything?
Okay. Madeline's like, no. And I was like, sue me for being a good friend. God forbid. What if I had gone to Staples, told you after the fact, and you were like, I really needed a 3-hole punch.
Oh.
And I could have gotten that for you.
You know what? I should have gotten some school
It's not my fault.
supplies.
You don't need office supplies.
You know what I loved more than anything is going school supply shopping.
I know.
As a kid.
I thought you'd be into it.
I mean, I do love that, like getting a new planner, a new binder, different colors.
Trapper Keeper?
Oh.
Did you have a Trapper Keeper?
Of course.
Did you have a pencil case?
Of course.
Did you have the pencil case with the 3 holes that went into the Trapper Keeper?
Obviously. But then the more elite one was when you get the plastic pencil case. And then when you're in high school, you get like a nice fabric.
The box. The box?
The box. It was like a
With
box. It had like bubbles on top of it.
Oh my God, I just had a sense memory. I would circle the bubbles with a Jelly Roll pen.
Oh. Bringing me back. Bringing me back. So yeah, Charlotte made some beautiful art for the show. I told her, I was like, maybe we like change these out seasonally or something.
Well, I was
have
like,
a guest in residence, an artist make one.
I was like, what if every week I made a different poster?
I mean,
what if I spent 5 hours on it? Do you know the amount of time I spent on that poster? There are like 5 sheets of poster board with mess ups.
Yeah. It looks great though.
It was touch and go. I'm going to be honest. There was a point where I was coloring in the
yeah,
and I was using a different marker. You can't even see the Never mind.
There's a on there. We swear.
If you're listening to this audially, if you're listening to this and not watching it, first of all, we're on YouTube, so you can watch us on YouTube. If you're not, it's just bubble letters that I colored in.
But they're really nice. And she did some good shading on the sports accessories.
Thank you so much. My most recent Google search is baseball image, basketball image, tennis ball image, football image. You think you know what they look like when you try to draw them?
Yeah.
You don't.
No, you don't.
You got to Google it.
These look good.
Thanks.
These look good.
Anyway, all right.
Anyways.
Should we get into it?
Let's get into
Should we
some
do
gossip.
The show? Should we do
Let's do the
show?
Let's do the show.
So the first thing, we have a few little things. Also, while you're at it, please rate and review, like and subscribe. Yes. Makes a big difference.
We are on Instagram at Sports Gossip and TikTok at Sports Gossip Show. So
trying to get those numbers up.
Yeah.
For the Athletic. Got to make them look good now, everybody. You can't let us down.
No.
We can't let them down.
No.
We have a few quick hits today. Just 2, but the first one, Patriots head coach, my New England Patriots. Because, again, if you're new here, I am filling the sorely needed role of a Boston sports fan in sports media. There are not enough of us.
There's not enough.
Not enough. Anyway, so Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel said to a British fan at training camp, and I saw this on the Instagram story of my buddy Henry McKenna, who reports on the Patriots. He said, "Ello Gov'nah," to a British fan. That's it. That's the whole story.
He was just workshopping the accent. Well, I mean, maybe he's trying out for a British detective show or something like that. He wants to go on one of those like 6-episode shows. Can I just say something?
God forbid I stop you.
I love a British crime drama because they are always the perfect amount of episodes. Actually, most British shows. They're like 6 episodes.
Slow horses.
I love Slow Horses.
Gary Oldman and
Incredible
Slow Horses.
show. Oh. But I'm like, yeah, just straight to the point.
Yep.
Why do we need to drag this out? 10, 12 episodes. What are we doing? Fast forward. Come on.
I'm with you.
Get to the point.
I'm with you. Yeah, I started Department Q on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Got too scared.
It's a little freaky, but it's a good show. I enjoyed it.
It's like not scary, though. I just got scared.
No, I mean, it has some scary elements. But maybe Coach Mike's trying out for season 2. He's auditioning.
It could be, gone behind the X's and O's of the NFL with Detective Vrabel.
I think Charlotte's trying to audition.
That wasn't bad.
That was bad. If you've listened to this show, but if you haven't, Charlotte likes to do an accent every like 6 episodes. She's always workshopping some other accent.
That might have been my best one.
I think maybe it was. So I saw the name Mike Vrabel in the doc.
Yeah.
I got to be honest.
What?
I didn't really know who he was. And honestly, when I saw the name, I was like, this is just a dad of a player on my soccer team as a kid who's like bringing the orange slices.
Okay, well,
it's Jane's dad, Mike. I'm like,
James Vrabel. Yeah, classic.
I'm like, hey, it's just
co-ed
dad Mike.
Soccer. So here's a question for you. This is not true. You know who Mike? We've talked about.
I know
Mike
we've
Vrabel.
talked about him, but I mean, listen, I am the
talked
gossip
about him,
expert
like,
here.
A fair amount.
Yes, I know, but I'm like, if I just saw his name written down, I'd be like, I don't know. I mean, he probably is a coach of something. Youth sports or professional.
Look, we don't know what he does in his spare time.
We don't. Well, I think he's auditioning. He's trying out for a local theater production
in the round
12th night.
12th man. Oh, God, it's so good. It's so good.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah, so there's that. Also, the StudBudz,
yes,
who are Minnesota Lynx teammates Courtney Williams and Natisha Heidemann, who went viral at WNBA All-Star for their 72-hour Twitch stream, in which we saw things that we never thought we would see.
No.
And that was so good that the league will probably not allow it anymore.
No.
Did you see this? They signed someone's baby.
Stop.
After a game.
Stop. Wait, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, but at first I saw the headline and I was like, oh my goodness, was it like Sharpie on skin? Is that bad for a kid? They signed the onesie.
Oh,
very
okay,
cute.
Okay.
Very cute.
I love that. I feel like the only time I see like skin to skin contact, not to talk about
Jesus.
babies, but is when an adult asks a celebrity to sign their arm and they get it tattooed.
Right.
Like you wouldn't do that obviously to an infant. But
no, I also wouldn't do it to myself as an adult. No shade.
Because what if in 5-10 years you're like, I have a giant signature, and they're like, oh, is that your signature?
Is that your John Hancock? You're like, no, it's. I'm trying to think of the most obscure athlete I can think of. I can't think of any. I can't think of a single athlete. I can't think of a single.
Because they're obscure.
Is that Ronald Acuna Jr.? He's not even obscure. It's just like what I thought of. Also,
yes.
I saw a guy on the subway the other day with a Blues Brothers tattoo.
Uh-huh.
Just on his arm. Just
Okay.
the Blues Brothers. And it
Okay.
said, we're on a mission from God, which is a line from the movie.
Okay.
And I was like, you don't know those guys.
No.
Like there was some, obviously, like a lot of people get tattoos.
Right.
And you don't know the people you get the tattoo. But like, if it's an athlete, there's a high chance they're going to be in the news in a couple years about something that maybe you don't. You just never know what someone's going to do.
Yeah, I think it's like you got to be really sure.
It has to be like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love him.
I would have gotten it. If Mr. Rogers had
sweater?
like, signed my leg. Oh, a cardigan.
like a little cardigan sweater. Oh, that's sweet.
Anyway, all right. So we have to get to the
Yes.
most important thing.
Most important thing. So I'm minding my business, scrolling the internet as I do, and I saw a video of Luka Doncic attending the Backstreet Boys concert at the Sphere with Rob Pelinka and a bunch of Lakers players.
So Luka Doncic, LA Laker, traded in the middle of the night last season. Truly, 12:30 in the morning, the news broke. From the Dallas Mavs to the LA Lakers. The Dallas Mavs GM, Nico Harrison, who is not the favorite of many people in Dallas, traded away their team's cornerstone, their superstar, their man of the future, to the Lakers. Didn't shop him around. Rob Pelinka, the GM of the Lakers, just signed Doncic to an extension. This extension was 3 years and $165 million.
Damn.
So I guess they signed it, and then they went to the Sphere in Las Vegas, which is that big round LED.
I went there once.
Did you?
Yes.
Inside?
Yes,
What
I
did
went.
you
I
see?
attended they have this like, it's almost like a
this-
Planet Earth dupe show that I think Darren Aronofsky.
Yeah, he did.
It was interesting. It made me so dizzy though. It's so like dizzying. The graphics are just like going above your head. I'm like, this is too much.
I was gonna
just
say-
give me one screen. I don't need screens everywhere.
I don't need
just
a
give me a flat
surround
Stanley
screen.
surround screen. I don't need surround screen.
No, I haven't. The reason I haven't gone to the Sphere is not because I'm afraid it will make me sick.
Yeah.
But I also haven't like sought out to go to the Sphere because I fear it will make me sick.
No, it's one of the
Vertigo,
strangest venues,
which
I've
is
ever been in.
ironic because U2, the band U2, opened the Sphere with their first residency there, and they have a song called Vertigo.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say. The Backstreet Boys, the graphics they're using look amazing. I mean, like, would I love to go see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere? Yes, I probably would go. But it definitely, like, you don't want to be right on the railing. Like, all the seats are so vertical.
Raked.
Yes.
Raked. Yeah,
Yes.
no. I feel like everyone I know, because I'm 36. That is the age that you go see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. Everybody I know is like, I'm there. All these friends of mine are wearing like all white from the Millennium album cover. Madeline, I did notice something though.
What?
A lot of the Backstreet Boys lyrics. So obviously I see this and I go immediately listen to a bunch of Backstreet Boys songs, which are so good.
They're unbelievable.
So pure pop. Like, not ironically, these songs are brilliant.
Yeah.
And I just realized that also, first of all, Luka Doncic, his favorite band is the Backstreet Boys.
Yes. Which I love.
That the honesty and intelligence you have to tell. He told ESPN's Malika Andrews that the Backstreet Boys are his favorite band.
I love that.
And that's what we went to see. I realized, though, that a lot of the Backstreet Boys lyrics actually apply to Luka Doncic's last 6 months.
No.
Would you do me the honor of honor of acting out a little play with me? I made props. Look, this is our first episode with the Athletic.
Yes.
We are going all out.
I'm yes-anding it.
Okay, great. Are you ready?
Taking that improv training. Okay.
All
I
right.
have no idea what Charlotte is about to make me do.
We're going to edit this, so in 1 minute we're going to appear with the props that we need. Stand by.
Okay.
Madeline will be playing the role of Lakers GM Rob Pelinka.
Okay.
I will be NBA superstar Luka Doncic. It actually should have been the opposite way. You're taller than I am. Whatever.
I want to know the casting decisions. You're like Madeline meets business.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's
I don't know why I did that.
No, I love it. It feels right. It feels right.
Spiritually, I don't know. It just
Also,
made
I
sense.
lived in LA, so it's like I'm more LA than you.
Yeah, and I'm Luka, lost wandering through the wilderness. He's not doing that. I don't know. Anyway.
No, anyways.
Okay.
Okay, so Charlotte, for those just listening, Charlotte told me to open up a Google Doc, and it just says, this is how I imagine the contract negotiation.
Yeah, so Luka, as I said, he just signed a contract extension. This is how, in my head, using Backstreet Boy lyrics, this is how the negotiations went. So,
Okay. Do you want me to read the first?
Yes, please.
Okay. You are my fire, my one desire. Believe me when I say I want it that way.
We are two worlds apart. Am I your fire? Your one desire?
Then it says,
Don't break. Come on.
No, then it says Luka
Oh,
in an
sorry.
aside to Nico.
Line. Okay, and then Luka in an aside.
INT interior shot.
This is all in typewriter font.
Yeah.
Luka in an aside to Mavericks GM Nico Harrison. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. No matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire.
Then it says, Pelinka's like, let me tell you now, there are prices to fame. Every time we're down, you can make it right. And that makes you larger than life.
Am I original?
Yeah.
Am I the only one?
Yeah.
How you got me blind is still a mystery. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me.
I'll give you all of me. I'll never break your heart. I will never make you cry.
And then they sign the contract and go off to see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. Thank you.
Wow. That was unexpected.
Well,
Here's what I'll say, though.
What?
Knowing that Luka's such a huge Backstreet Boys fan, I feel like there was a clause in his contract that was like, I will do this deal if you'll take me and my teammates to the Sphere to see the Backstreet Boys in a suite.
oh, see that. Well, is there a suite at the Sphere?
Yeah, they're in like a suite. Yeah,
Oh.
they're suites.
Oh.
Come on, it's Las Vegas.
Sorry.
Of course they're
Sorry.
suites. I mean, they're not enclosed all the way. They're just like partitioned. But yes, they're definitely.
So I hear you on the contract, on this being in the contract. This to me feels like the quintessential GM being like, listen, saying to his people, be like, I know Luka loves the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Get me VIP tickets to the Sphere. We are taking him there after we sign. And then he surprises him with like, look how well we know you.
Yes, because he went on this like PR tour. He was on the East Coast. He did like some. I think he did a late night show, maybe, or maybe he did like Good Morning America or something. Luka did.
Oh.
After his Men's Health cover came out, which we talked about last week, that he got in really good shape and basically went on a publicity tour of being like, look how great of shape I'm in. Here's my Men's Health cover. So he did that on the East Coast. He did all these press hits, and then he probably was like, all right, as my reward,
I'm gonna
Rob,
sign a contract
and go to see Backstreet Boys in Vegas.
Can I tell you something that drives me crazy about the Sphere?
What?
First of all, this is owned by MSG Entertainment. It's owned by James Dolan, who owns the New York Knicks.
Okay.
And something that drives me crazy about it is they've tried to brand it in the way that MSG Entertainment wants you to talk about this venue. It is not the Sphere. It is just Sphere.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no the, which is the stupidest. It's like, oh, he went to see Backstreet Boys at Sphere. We're missing an article. We're missing.
It's like they're trying to make it a nightclub like Hyde or something like that.
They went to Catch.
Went to One Oak.
They went to Sphere.
Yeah. Yeah. That is, it feels like that's what they're trying to do.
You know? It's
Yeah.
like,
Just add the back in. Come on.
they went to Tao.
Yeah.
It's the Sphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a sphere. It's not like it's a room called Sphere.
No.
It is a
sphere.
Spherical thing. So that just drives me crazy. And it's on the Knicks. It's a little patch.
Oh, yeah,
like Dolan has his team sponsored by something else he owns.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm like,
it's like a
actually no. I guess
joke.
now it's United Arab Emirates, the airline. Anyway.
All right, whatever.
That's the stuff that rattles around in my head is the brands on NBA teams' jerseys.
Yeah, we could do a whole deep dive on that.
Well, let's do a deep dive. Let's do a deep dive on this.
Yes. Should we take off our
Oh yeah, I guess we're not. I'm not Luka anymore. That was
goodbye.
Fun. Thanks for playing along.
That was really fun. So this next thing in tennis news, I saw this and I was so shocked but also intrigued and also have so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
There's a U.S. Open dating show coming. So the tournament announced on Friday last week that they are going to produce an 8-part YouTube dating series called Game Set Matchmaker, in in which a quote tennis savvy bachelorette aims to find her prince, not the racket. It's going to be filmed during U.S. Open's Fan Week. And yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is couldn't be more on brand for the sports gossip show.
I mean,
perfect blend of our interests.
We have to go to filming.
I think
if anybody at the U.S. Open or the USTA is listening to this,
yes,
we must be on the scene.
Please.
For some of also, what is the Fan Fest? Is that not during the tournament?
It's before. You can go for free. And actually, this is great. If you are in New York, you can do this. I think you have to sign up online. This is not sponsored by the U.S. Open, but I do know about this. And you can go watch players practice for free. It's really cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
So highly recommend. Check that out.
All right. Well, so the champion that we're following, that's what they're calling this young woman,
the bachelorette,
looking
but not
for love.
Bachelorette.
Yeah, the tennis bachelorette is a New York native. She's from Long Island. Ilana Sadaka. She's a 24-year-old former figure skater turned Pilates instructor. Who among us?
Who among us?
And she is going to be the person looking for love.
Wow.
Over the course of 8 episodes, she'll explore whether any of her 7 matches are the one for her. So I think there are going to be games, dates, stuff on the U.S. Open grounds. And then when 2 finalists remain, also they're calling the men the challengers, which if you've seen the movie,
I don't
raises a couple questions.
I have a couple follow-up questions that are not safe for this podcast.
Yeah, is there a love triangle involved?
What's going on there?
We should be so lucky. Yeah. Anyway, when it's down to 2 challengers,
okay,
the champion, has a tough decision to make. I have a few things to say about this.
Please.
I used to recap The Bachelor.
Yeah.
And I always said that The Bachelor is sports.
It is.
Because it is. Also, I started doing this when Aaron Rodgers' brother, Jordan Rodgers, in 2016 was on the show. And it always, being in my 30s now, when I see that it's a 24-year-old looking for love and finding it forever on a reality show, I'm like, it just seems young to me.
I know it does. Well, and I commend anyone who's putting themselves out there in that way on the internet. But man, that's a vulnerable thing to be doing. Like going on dates, man. When I was in my early 20s going on dates, I would not want anyone to film that. I was probably so embarrassing.
No. Yeah, I'd rather that stayed in the vault.
I
also just think it's funny that it said that the guys they cast are like social media stars.
Oh, really?
And so I'm like, I guess they're not even trying to pretend that anyone's there for the right reasons. Not that you can't be there for exposure and love.
I would love if they had a plot line in the show, like kind of on The Bachelor, where it's like, are they here for the right reasons?
Yeah. What would it be called? It would be like, is it Love All? I don't.
It's not my double fault that this is how these shows go now.
Maybe she falls in love with a ball boy.
Oh, interesting. Wow, that'd be interesting.
That was a double entendre.
That sounded like a funny accent you did there. My thing is, are any tennis players going to be making cameos?
Definitely.
Or there has
They have to be.
They can't. It can't.
It
can't just be them.
I'm sure that this show, it starts in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks? I'm sure they've got hosts or a host, but if by any chance you don't Game Set Matchmaker, I can't think of 2 better people than the host of the sports gossip show.
Call us up.
I mean, is this a match? Is this a Game Set match made in heaven?
I fear it is.
Wow. Well, I'm serious. We have to see.
Oh,
this. This is going to be. We'll do recaps.
Oh my God.
We'll do recaps.
Fabulous. I love that.
Great. All right. We have a fair amount of WNBA news to get to. Dijonai Carrington was traded from the Dallas Wings to the Minnesota Lynx.
Yep.
The Lynx are first in the league, looking to make that championship run, folks.
Yeah.
They lost in the finals last year to the Liberty. They're on a revenge tour. She was traded in exchange for forward Diamond Miller, Carly Samuelson, and Minnesota's 2027 second-round draft pick. And I think something important to note here is that Dijonai Carrington was brought in the offseason along with her girlfriend, Nalissa Smith. Nalissa was traded from the Wings to the Aces on June 30th, and so traded away from her girlfriend, so she hasn't been there for a month or so. Dijonai is now traded to the Lynx. When Nalissa was traded, she tweeted that she was sick to my stomach in reaction to the trade. Both of them are now gone. Obviously, the Dallas Wings got number 1 draft pick from UConn, Paige Beckers. And I think with this show, this is some real workplace drama.
Workplace drama.
We always say here on the Sports Gossip Show that, teams are employers. Players are employees.
Yep.
This is your employer just shipping you off with no say
To a new office. New region.
new branch.
Yeah. New branch.
Separate franchise.
Yeah.
And the Wings are not good, and it's raised a lot of questions about GM Kurt Miller's moves that he made in the offseason, such as bringing Dijonai and Alyssa in, a few other players, why it didn't work. There's one of their stars, Arike Ogunbowale, is not having the season some people thought she would have. If you were Dijonai in this situation, would you be like a little relieved maybe? I don't know. You're going to a championship contender.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I would probably be relieved if I was her.
Yeah.
I mean, no one wants to move suddenly, especially a move that's not really your choice.
Right.
At all. They're just like, sorry, you're going to a new region.
Moving is a
new
pain
branch.
in the butt.
Moving is annoying.
However,
it's so annoying. And I'm sure the WNBA has a great logistics department who helps them with
I would
this.
hope.
I
don't know.
I would hope.
Someone let us know about that.
Oh my God, if someone works in like the
Relocation
department. I mean, there's definitely a department. Who does it?
I would hope so. I don't know.
Who pays for the relocation?
Sometimes in sports, you're like, there's got to be a whole department, and then they're like, no, there's not.
Who's paying for that relocation package?
I don't know.
I want to know. Anyways, no, I feel like it's only good for her in the long run.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you want to be on a team that's number 1?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because it's like they're building this team around Paige Beckers. It appears, right? I'm no sports expert, but
come on,
that's the vibe.
Sell
I'm
yourself
getting.
short all the time.
Yes, but. I would not want to be a part of the trial and error.
No, and I'm
going to the championship prospect team.
Totally. And I feel kind of bad for Paige. She it's so interesting when you have the number 1 draft pick. They've been the best on their team their whole life.
Yeah,
and
right.
Haven't lost.
Right.
They don't know what it's like to lose. Their high school was winning. Their college was winning. Obviously, Paige had more of a rockier road with her injuries and only won a championship her last season only. I mean, it's so hard to win a national championship. She did it. But for UConn, that was like a rocky road because they had won so many championships. But it's frustrating, I think, to see. There have been things with the coach where it's like, do the players like him? I think Dijonai had a moment where I was like, does she like him? So we got to keep an eye on what's going on there. But, Nalissa Smith and Dijonai, I feel bad that they got separated.
I know.
Mostly.
I know. That would be a bummer. That would be hard.
Yeah.
That would be hard. But I think it's only going to lead to good things. And I actually think for Paige, despite the uncertainty in Dallas, I just think when you've been on a winning streak, to your point, she was on all these teams that won all the time. It's good to be humbled a little bit.
Yes.
You need some adversity also to become a great player.
Yes.
She is a great player, but I mean a Hall of Fame level player in the future. You need to have some adversity.
Yeah.
So I think it's only good things for everyone.
In the W.
Yeah.
I think what just occurred to me, which I'm sure other people have said.
What?
So Paige's girlfriend is AZ Fudd. She still plays at UConn. She's going to be a top draft pick. Is there a galaxy brain situation in which the Wings are tanking for AZ and then Paige and AZ can be on the same team?
Stop. I mean,
I'm sure other people
I would
said
watch
this.
that reality show.
I'm just saying. Seems like they're making moves where they're not necessarily getting a lot better.
Right. I think you may be right about that.
AZ Watch 2026.
Calling it now. Here on the
watch.
Sports Gossip Show. Wow.
Yeah, huge. Okay.
Wow.
Another WNBA situation that's happening, work drama, sort of, or a merger and acquisition situation, is that Steve Pagliuca, one of the minority owners of the Boston Celtics, is buying the Connecticut Sun for $325 million. Also contributing $100 million for new practice facility, and in Boston, I believe. Here's where things get tricky.
Yeah,
the WNBA, apparently no groups from Boston bid for an expansion team,
right,
in this next round, which will include Toronto, Detroit, Cleveland, and first of all, why Boston?
Come on.
Should have. Second of all, though, they're going to expand again in 2033. And the league wants to save Boston as an expansion city for 2033. But Steve Pagliuca, and also the governor of Massachusetts, Maura Healey, who played college basketball at Harvard and then played professionally in Austria, she's like, I want a team sooner.
Yeah.
So let's take the Sun and move them. And the WNBA is the only one who can approve a team moving. So they're like, no, we want to wait till 2033. So we got politics. We got
some succession drama.
Yes.
Some corporate drama. Yeah, this is very corporate. This is very LinkedIn drama happening right here.
Oh, my God.
The Connecticut Sun are like, we would like to connect with the city of Boston on LinkedIn. And the WNBA is like, decline.
Yeah, the WNBA.
Not accepting that invitation.
Not open for work. Not open
Take
for work.
Take that little graphic off your phone.
Hashtag not open for work.
So, well, I mean, okay, it seems like then maybe they're not going to move, but maybe the WNBA will come around. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's always some weird, like, if they just follow the money. Someone, like, there'll be some.
Okay, Jerry Maguire. Oh, that's show me the money. Sorry.
Just follow the money. It always goes all the way to the top.
Yeah.
If when money talks is all I'll say. I'm no business person, but
no, you are.
Money talks.
You're Rob Pelinka.
I'm Rob Pelinka.
As the GM of the Lakers, Madeline knows money talks.
Money talks. Come on. Listen,
I don't even fully know what we're talking about anymore, but I'm with you. But like I'm fully with you.
I don't think it's the end of. I hear you. Like yes, because I saw that. Like it seems like the WNBA is like, no, you can't go to Boston yet. Like slap on the wrist. No, stay in Connecticut.
Get back.
No, go back. Go back.
Come on,
back.
Steve.
But I do think if more money is presented or some sort of incentives, things can change.
Now I get it. I once tried on, this was very weird, at the finals in 2024 when the Celtics won. I was not backstage. I always say that. I was like in the tunnels behind.
You're backstage.
You need a better word for it.
Side stage.
People always say like
side stage.
In the bowels of the stadium. And I'm like, I don't want to be there. I want to be backstage.
It's like getting a colonoscopy.
Right. I'm not all up. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just like in the wings. Steve Pagliuca was just like wandering around, and I was like, "Hey, Steve," and he was like, "Hey, do you want to try on my Super Bowl ring?"
Stop.
I mean, my championship ring. When was this? Because they hadn't won yet. What am I even talking about?
Charlotte's fake news.
Oh, it was at opening night. Night of the 2025 season.
Oh, okay.
I was backstage. They had just gotten their rings from the 2024 championship, and he didn't offer. I asked him. And he let me try it on. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
All right, let's move on.
Anyways.
We got to keep going here.
We got to talk about Tom Brady.
Okay.
Speaking of Boston.
Last week, if you haven't listened to our episode last week, go back and listen to it because we talked about how Tom Brady...
I'm pulling something up for the episode for the record. Keep talking.
Okay, great. Madeline's just checking her phone. She's like, any text? No. Tom Brady, former Patriots and Bucks quarterback, current Fox Sports commentator, and just like famous guy. He has been very online recently, and he posted a wild Instagram caption that was definitely written by ChatGPT. Go listen to our episode last week for that. There's also a clip on our social channels on Instagram. It was Tom Brady's birthday yesterday, and before an episode of the Sports Gossip Show, when we're planning this thing, I look at Tom Brady's social media. I'm like, he's always up to something.
Always.
Turns out it was his birthday yesterday.
Yeah,
and he reposted seemingly, I don't know. I'm sure more people wish.
More people for sure did.
He reposted every sports team, every league, every sports guy, and every male celebrity who wished him happy birthday, and then his sister. There were like 30 dots at the top of a story.
That's what I was just checking. I had screenshotted his Instagram story to count, and it was at least 30. I just did a quick count.
What's the etiquette on birthday reposting?
Let me say, Tom Brady, you should not be reposting more than 10 happy birthday slides, and 10 is pushing it. It's 2025. This is not old Instagram where you would repost every single thing when someone would tag you in your birthday.
Preach.
You got to be a little bit more mysterious on Instagram, Tom. Just post 5 to 10. 5 to 10. What are we doing posting more than 30? 30. Your completion rate on Instagram is going to be so low. Just to pull out some stats here.
What's the completion rate?
Completion rate is how many people click on your first Instagram story slide and your last. And I guarantee you his completion rate was low, and he had a high completion rate as a quarterback, but your Instagram story completion rate is low.
Boom.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Don't do that. No.
Madeline knows social media,
I
so
worked in
Tom,
social.
you should listen to her.
What are we
Also,
doing?
I definitely boosted that completion rate because I went through, I screenshotted everyone
Well,
for
so did
the
I.
show.
So did I.
For the show. Not only did he repost everything, he's acting too millennial, and I say this as a millennial who often acts millennially.
Yes, we're both millennials.
Yeah, but Tom Brady, I think he's Gen X, so maybe he's somewhere in between. I don't know, whatever. He is 48 now, and he also added little caption, like thanks, brother, or like my man. My favorite one.
What?
People who followed the Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and his bride Lauren Sanchez's wedding last month or a few weeks ago. Time is an illusion. Tom Brady was there. Orlando Bloom, the actor who's recently separated from the singer Katy Perry, was also there.
Yeah.
And they were hanging out. And I think
So
they
random.
became, when you go to a wedding and you're like drunk in the bathroom with someone
Yes.
and you become best friends and then you follow each other and then you're like, we're going to hang out. And you're in that grace period of like 4 weeks where you're still talking before you stop talking. So I think they're in that because Orlando Bloom posted a picture of the two of them, which is one of the funniest pictures. So Orlando Bloom has his tux jacket off and he's leaning back. You know when you lean back in a picture and you're posing and it's like, "Ugh." And then Tom is behind him. He's leaning into Tom. Tom's doing a hand gesture that is certainly a hand gesture. I think it's trying to be the Rock On. I
don't know what he's
I don't know
doing.
what he's doing, and he's making a face that's like,
Yeah.
and if you're listening to that, just picture what kind of face someone makes when they make that sound. And Orlando Bloom wrote in the cursive font, "Happy birthday" with the goat emoji, and Tom Brady reposted it. Did he add something? I thought he added something. Yeah, hold on.
Charlotte added the image to her Google Doc, but made it too big. You got to make it smaller. Charlotte made it like.
Speaking of technology.
Charlotte's a boomer.
Oh, he wrote. Tom Brady wrote over the post from Orlando. He wrote, "My man" at Orlando Bloom with the muscle emoji and then 100.
Yeah. Very Travis Kelce of him with those emojis.
Truly.
If you know, we talked about how Travis Kelce uses only certain types of emojis. Go back and listen to that.
My man, Orlando Bloom. It's so good. Also,
Tom,
no, keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
We need you to keep doing it.
I love it. But just from a social media strategy perspective, just repost less. You don't need to do this many. You don't need to be this online. You're Tom Brady. You're the GOAT. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do all this.
No.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I got to say on that.
Okay. All right. Speaking of Tom Brady, sticking with the NFL.
Uh-oh.
We got to talk about Micah Parsons and the Cowboys. Did you see this?
No.
You did. You saw some of this.
These. I saw like he posted all these statements.
Yes.
I was like, I don't have time to read all this. What's going on?
Oh, it's dense. It's like 3
know.
Notes app full pages screenshotted and put into tweets.
He wrote a 5-paragraph essay for his AP Lit class.
Big time.
Yeah.
And then the teacher's like, I don't have time to read all of this.
You know.
I'm sorry.
I ain't reading all this.
Sorry that happened, or I'm happy for you.
Yes.
That's how I felt about this. But fortunately, Diana Rossini of The Athletic had some great reporting on it, and Jory Epstein at Yahoo Sports had some great exposition as well. Basically, so Micah Parsons is a defensive end for the Cowboys. I think, to my understanding, what happened is that he and Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, who we talked about at length for many episodes, especially when he had a cameo in the Taylor Sheridan show Landman.
Never forget.
Also in the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders deep dive documentary episode we did.
Yeah.
Owner of the Cowboys, also the GM, sort of dawn of the NFL. And the whole thing with Jerry Jones and his players is you really don't rock the boat.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys have been known to drag out contract negotiations. They did it with Ezekiel Elliott, DeMarcus Lawrence, CeeDee Lamb, and on more than one extension with Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the Cowboys. And so apparently the Cowboys and Micah Parsons still don't have an extension, but back in March, I think Jerry Jones and Micah had a meeting together without Micah's agent. And Jerry claims that he got to the number Micah wanted him to get to. And Micah was like, we have to have this negotiation with my agent. And then the Cowboys never contacted the agent or never negotiated with the agent. And so Micah's like, we don't have it. Jerry's like, we have it. Micah basically aired all of this out in those posts and also said, I would like a trade. This is unheard of.
Oh my.
In Cowboys land.
Oh my.
Cowboys land, it's like kiss the ring. I mean, even in the cheerleader doc, you see how the brand is like, the brand is king. Nobody messes with that. None of these other players had like publicly said stuff the way that Micah did, let alone request a trade.
Right.
Because it's pretty, Jory in her article gave great background on this. It's pretty much if you let Jerry Jones win the public, the media relations battle, you're going to get the money you want.
Right.
But it's also painful because he's going to keep dragging it out until you get there. And Micah was just like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And it sort of punctures this, like, does this either set a precedent for the Cowboys where, like, other players are going to follow suit, or is it just, like, going to end up being detrimental for Micah Parsons? It's like such good workplace PR.
Right.
All of this.
Well, it's like he clearly felt like he had no other option but to release this AP lit essay of a statement to try to get what he wants. I don't know if it necessarily is going to set precedent, though. This feels kind of like a one-off issue, and I can't imagine other players are going to try this tactic. Maybe they will on the Cowboys, but I feel like it's unlikely.
So CeeDee Lamb said, actually, I think he was asked about this, and he said Micah just needs to keep his head. This thing will get done, and when it does, we'll all act like this never happened, and I'll ask him for $100,000. So I think you're right. I think everyone's like, Michael, what are you doing? You can't go up against Jerry Jones as a player and win.
No, you are bound to lose. I don't think it's going to work in his favor, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then it's just awkward. Then you're like, you're still on the team, you're not traded, and everyone knows how you feel.
Or you're somewhere else. I mean, look, what I will say, the Cowboys, they haven't been good. They keep royally screwing things up. So maybe he'll end up on a team that wins a championship. That would be amazing.
The Cowboys remind me of, I was one time on a not great club volleyball team, but we had incredible uniforms and shoes and gear. And that's what I kind of feel like it's like being a Dallas Cowboys. They have great uniforms. They're in an incredible state-of-the-art stadium, and they're just really mediocre.
Yeah.
They look the part, but they can't walk the walk or talk the talk.
No,
they can walk in looking nice, looking sharp.
They look good.
But they're not finishing the job.
No, they're like a restaurant chain that still has the cachet, even though the food is really bad.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. Would that be Peter Luger? I guess Peter Luger's still pretty good.
I feel like it's good. I feel like we're going to get hate. People are like, that place is great.
Yeah, but I know what you mean.
Like, it's old school.
Yeah. Sorry to Peter Luger. I don't know why I said that, but I'll come in and eat the burger. I did watch a video about how Peter Luger broils their steaks.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it looks great. So, yeah, never mind. Peter Luger just got astray in that little. Anyway,
wow.
So that's what's
interesting.
That's what's going on there.
Okay. Well, right. I'm sure more will be revealed. Well, in F1 news, we have not talked about this news, and we're not going to spend too much time on it, but I do want to note there was a lot of Red Bull drama a couple weeks ago when team principal Christian Horner, who had been with the team, I believe, since 2005, a really long time. He was one of the stars of the Drive to Survive Netflix documentary series about F1. He was fired. The head guy.
Wait, well, he was the
principal
coach?
He is basically the coach.
Okay.
The coach, the head guy. It would be like if...
Mike Vrabel?
Mike Vrabel, yeah.
It's a callback.
Yes,
folks.
there you go.
Yeah, just for if you are a new listener, F1 is a blind spot for me.
Yeah.
Not good at this sport.
No, but there's definitely a lot of drama. So Christian Horner gets fired. Their star driver, Max Verstappen, who's very good. Just
very good at driving.
Very good at driving. He wins a lot. He's very good. It was unclear whether he was going to stay or he was going to leave. So he's under contract until 2028. And there were rumors that he was potentially talking to Mercedes, who had Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is now driving for, I believe, Ferrari.
Whoa.
So it was like, is Max Verstappen going to go drive for Mercedes? Like, who knows what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Well, Max Verstappen announced that he is staying another year at Red Bull. And he said it is, quote, time to stop all the rumors about his future. So he is sticking around.
Good luck, am I right?
But I feel like he's doing one season.
Okay.
I feel like he's like, we're going to see how it goes with the new guy. They brought in someone who works for Red Bull already. So
they hired internally.
They kept it. They did an internal hire. They didn't hire externally.
Yep.
He didn't hire a recruiting agency.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Corporate
headhunters.
Headhunters. Thank you. That's the word. So he is staying with Red Bull. It'll be very interesting to see how things go.
I just realized what F1 reminds me of.
What?
So I've been watching this Hulu doc about Vogue magazine in the 90s. We both were Madeline and I were obsessed with magazines.
We love fashion.
I still am, But this doc on Hulu, it's very much like they got everybody to participate, so they can't really be critical.
Right.
It's just they're like, say whatever you want, and they're like, they just put it out there. But F1 reminds me of in the 90s when all of these young British designers were brought in to be the heads of these storied Paris fashion ateliers.
Yes.
Like John Galliano was brought into Givenchy and then brought into Dior. And then when he went to Dior, Alexander McQueen went to Givenchy. And then Stella McCartney was tapped for Chloe when Karl Lagerfeld stopped doing the job to give more of his time to Chanel. This is what this feels like.
Yes, no, it does feel like that.
And it feels like the same bougie,
very
bouginess.
bougie. Yeah, F1 is a very expensive sport to participate in, to attend. It's just, it's all around bougie. Yeah, that's a good comp. I think that's accurate.
You should watch that doc.
Oh, I would love it.
Also, it reminded me of the George Michael music video where they had all of those supermodels in it. Freedom 90.
Oh, that's iconic.
So yesterday when I went to Staples to make this sign, I listened to Freedom 90 just on repeat.
You're getting in the zone.
I was, and I'm in it.
And you made a beautiful sign.
Thank you.
So look at that.
Thank you.
We'll see how things shake out. We'll see if he stays at Red Bull beyond next season.
All right.
I don't know. Only time will tell.
All right.
In other sport news, not F1, sport news.
Sport.
It's kind of is.
Can I tell you what drives me crazy?
What?
When people say sport instead of sports.
I know.
When they're like, the future of media is sport. And I'm
sport.
like, sport.
Well, it's like Sphere.
It's not one sport. Yes! It's the Sphere.
And sports.
And it's sports.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Tottenham is a Premier League team, if you don't know what that is. One of their
Tottenham
Hotspurs, yes. One of their
Where are they based? Tottenham?
Yeah, they're in London.
Okay.
No, they're in London.
Never mind.
What?
Continue. What's Tottenham?
Someone
okay.
I don't
Sorry.
know. Premier League fans will yell at us and tell
whatever.
us. One of their stars, Son Heung-min, he is basically the face of the team. Him and there was just some background. So him and this player, Harry Kane, were essentially the stars of Tottenham. Mm-hmm. Harry Kane left and went to Germany because basically part of the reason was Tottenham hasn't won a championship with these stars. And so it was Harry Kane's never won. He's now gone to Germany and has won a championship with his new team.
Okay.
So
the Bundesliga.
I think.
Or not.
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm going to shut up. Sorry. Keep going.
I should know more. I lived in the UK.
I'm going to stop talking.
I should know. Anyways, Son Heung-min, star. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves him. He's great. He's kind of like the Luka Doncic of Tottenham.
And he's one of the hugest stars in Korea in general, right?
He's huge.
Yeah,
he's amazing. He announced, it's not a formal announcement yet, but it's essentially official. He's expected to move to LA to play for LAFC for around allegedly £20 million. That he apparently is announcing he's going to go to play in LA. He's 33. It's interesting the parallels between him and, if you remember, David Beckham, famously at 32 years old, I looked this up, announced he was going to play for LA Galaxy in 2007. It's like a Premier League little, pass around. And it's interesting. I don't know why he's going to LA. Does he just want to move to the West Coast?
Is he tired?
He could be tired.
32 doesn't seem that old, but if you're an athlete, you've been playing that. I mean, especially Beckham went when he was 33, which was sort of like his retirement couple laps.
Right. But then he did end up going to play for AC Milan. He didn't finish his career in LA, but it was it was just kind of random.
I mean, look, this is huge for MLS. If this is a trend, first you got Messi in Miami. You've now got Son in LA.
Right.
It would be very cool if this started happening more.
It's fun.
Just for MLS in general. It's also, Miami and LA.
I mean,
it's I don't know that they're going to the New England Revolution, no, and I'm from Boston. I love it. I love it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sexy places to be.
Sexy places to be. But it is funny because, listen, Tottenham has not won a championship under like this era, but the Premier League is like
That's it.
Premium, cream of the crop in soccer. Like that is the best of the best. And it's like he went from a prestige drama to then being like, I want to go on reality television. I'm going to go on Love Island or something. You're like, I mean, you could do that. Like, yeah. Go for it.
Not even Love Island UK.
What?
He's on Love Island US. Which, like,
yeah, it's just like, it's funny. You're like,
it doesn't make it doesn't make sense to me.
I know. But also, like I've said before, follow the money. If he's allegedly going to be making around 20 million pounds.
But how much does he make? I mean, I feel like that's not even as much as you would make.
Yeah.
In Premier League. I don't know. Who knows? There's something we don't know about this story is what it feels like.
I mean, or maybe he's just like, I want to go to LA. Like, again, we always like, I mean, I'm sure soccer analysts will be mad at us saying this, but it's like, maybe it's just not more complicated than like he wants to go to Erewhon and live by the beach and not be in London where he's not near a beach.
And it's also colder and rainy.
Like it's just 72 and sunny. His nickname is Sunny.
Oh my God.
He could start a brand.
That's also an ad agency.
Yes, it is.
Anyways. I think too, something we like to say here is like, this show is about vibes. It's also about Occam's razor, which is like the simplest explanation is often true.
Yeah.
People don't do that enough in this world.
No. This might not be that complicated.
Maybe he wanted to be in LA.
Yeah, maybe just wanted to be in LA. And maybe he'll play a couple years and then go back to the Premier League or do something else or retire or who knows what.
I can't wait. I mean,
either way, it's going to be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. We are going to end today's show with something we like to do here, a compressed floral update. Now, here on the Sports Gossip Show, we have been tracking athletes' weddings to see what the florals look like because we noticed, and Madeline wrote a very in-depth newsletter on her newsletter and Personal Foul about this, that most athlete weddings look the same, and it often comes down to the florals, which are all just like the same color and just
shoved in there.
Just jam-packed in there.
Yeah.
And so florists get upset with us because they say compressed flowers isn't really a term. And also, we couldn't define what compressed flowers are. You just know it when you see it.
You know it when you see it.
And you know what it's not.
Right.
So we have one wedding to analyze. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it is. Madeline's going to surprise me.
Yes, we had a lot of listeners submit this wedding. Former NBA player Kemba Walker, who I believe played for the Celtics.
Yeah, and he went to UConn.
Yes.
Oh, I love Kemba.
Okay, great. Yeah, we love him.
Cool tux.
We're gonna go through these photos, and I just want your reaction.
Okay, it's a white
I don't want to
tux,
say anything,
and it's in it. And I like this setting. Oh my God.
So he got married under what looks like a gazebo or something on a lake.
Good word.
And not only is the aisle walkway a mirror, if you notice that,
oh my God,
reflection, but it is also a very, very high concentration of white flowers with a little bit of greenery poking through. And again, stunning flowers, very pretty. I would say these are on the more compressed side of things.
These might be, oh my goodness. Those are some of the most compressed flowers I've ever seen. And it's funny because they're winding up the poles of the gazebo. So the gazebo kind of looks like a wedding cake itself.
It does. Like a cake topper.
Yeah, they're like hedges of flowers.
Yes.
He changed his suit for the after party. So he was in all white for the wedding, went to all black for the after party. I mean,
and they look stunning. Like
they both look amazing.
They look great.
The mirror aisle is...
I haven't seen that.
I haven't either. And it's Vegas in a way that I love. It's like, I really, if you're going to do this many compressed flowers, do a mirrored aisle.
Right. No, I do like it because I also think you need something to kind of contrast the like, not severity in a bad way, but just like how white the flowers are. You can't have like a white walkway. You need like something reflective.
It's
almost.
Also the opposite. The compressed flowers are like textured and fluffy and just jammed in there. And then the mirror is like sleek.
Yes, it's sleek.
Good contrast. Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, we've said it before, but if you're going to do compressed flowers, go for it.
Go for it. Just go all the way.
And these two really went for it.
They did.
I'm very happy for them.
Yeah. Congratulations to the happy couple. And I hope you got to reuse these flowers for something else. It looks like they used them in the reception, which is good.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's good. It looks like it's the same
nice.
bouquet. So that's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you for coming on this journey with us. If you're new here, if you found us on The Athletic, you're either thinking, what the heck was that? Or you're like, yay, I found them. Either way, glad you listened.
Yeah.
If you've been here from the beginning, again, Thank you, thank you, thank you. We wouldn't be here without you. And we're thrilled.
We're so thrilled
to keep going here. We're also going twice a week now.
Yeah.
There's going to be an episode on Thursday.
Yep.
It's going to be, we're going to have a great episode.
You won't want to miss it.
It's a wild episode for Thursday.
I think everyone will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
okay.
bye.
Bye.